Americanpickers star Fritz dead at 60 after suffering stroke, as co-star Mike Wolf says, "I will miss you so much." Hello everyone, my name is Tara G. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Americanpickers Fritz has died at the age of 60 after suffering a devastating stroke in 2022. Frank's longtime co-star and friend Mike Wolf shared the heartbreaking news over Instagram on Tuesday, October 1. Sign up for the U.S. Sun newsletter. Your info will be used in accordance with our privacy policy. Mike, 60, began the post. "It's with a broken heart that I share with all of you that Frank passed away last night. I've known Frank for more than half my life, and what you've seen on TV has always been what I have seen. A dreamer who was just as sensitive as he was funny. The same off-camera as he was on, Frank had a way of reaching the hearts of so many by just being himself. Who would have ever dreamed we would share the cockpit of a white cargo van in front of millions of people interested in our adventures? Before the show, we would take off together to places we never knew existed with no destination in mind, and just the shared passion to discover something interesting and historic." Mike ended the tribute with, "We've been on countless trips and shared so many miles, and I feel blessed that I was there by his side when he took one last journey home. I love you, buddy, and will miss you so much. I know you're in a better place." Frank's co-star Danielle Colby shared a series of photos to pay tribute. She wrote, "Frank, I will miss your ability to make everyone laugh, your love for talking tattoos, your epic collections, but what I will miss the most are those little glimpses of vulnerability from time to time. Frank, you loved your cat and your mama, and we bonded on those things. You will be missed for all of these reasons and so many more. Rest in peace, Road Dog." Robbie Wolf, who replaced Frank on Americanpickers, shared, "It's with a heavy heart I'm sad to say my friend Frank Fritz has passed away last night. You all knew him from TV, but I knew him from traveling, fishing, and family. He was the godfather to my twin girls. His smile was contagious, and his laughter will be missed." Americanpickers Frank Fritz was rushed to hospital 4 times for seizures and pneumonia, as 911 calls are revealed. Most of all, just time sitting in a fishing boat talking about life. "I know you're in a better place. Love you, buddy. Hope you catch the big one. Until we see each other in heaven, hold the boat steady." Fans reacted to the tragic news and shared kind words about the popular TV personality. "Mike, I am so sorry for your loss. Frank was such a big part of your life and became an important figure in American culture through your mutual efforts with the show," one fan wrote. Another said, "Oh man, hate to hear this so much. Really enjoyed getting to know him with you." A third wrote, "So sorry to hear this news, Mike. We definitely had some laughs together, and he will be missed." Frank suffered a stroke in his Iowa home in July 2022 that left him in and out of the hospital and rehabilitation through the years. He has had various stints in the hospital, including pneumonia. Despite his medical setbacks, a source told the U.S. Sun that Frank was improving daily. "You're never 100% after a stroke, but he's fine. He's aware of what's going on," a friend of Frank's previously told the U.S. Sun in 2023. "If he were sitting here right now, you could sit and talk to him. He's the same old Frank." Frank was wheelchair-bound after suffering the stroke. "He can walk, but he's always going to need the wheelchair because he can't walk long distances," the pal shared. "Basically, you lose motion. He lost motion. A stroke can affect your left or your right side. It affected his right side." The U.S. Sun reported a conservatorship was filed for Frank in August 2022, just weeks after the stroke. Midwestone Bank acted as Frank's conservator, while his close friend Chris Davis served as his guardian. Because of his stroke, Mr. Fritz's decision-making capacity is so impaired that he is unable to care for his own safety or to provide for necessities such as food, shelter, clothing, or medical care, without which physical injury or illness may occur. Documents obtained by the U.S. Sun read, Mr. Fritz's decision-making capacity is so impaired that he is unable to make, communicate, or carry out important decisions concerning his own financial affairs. Decisions must be made for Mr. Fritz's care and placement while he continues to recover and receive treatment for his injuries. The appointment of a guardian and conservator was deemed necessary to avoid immediate harm to him. The guardian's role is to help Frank with his Crohn's disease treatment, bring him to physical therapy, and help him shop for groceries and cook. Death rumors circulated online in August, claiming the former History Channel star had died. It's all a bunch of bull. Don't know where it came from, a source told the U.S. Sun at the time. Frank has been good, been eating ice cream and watching the Olympics. Frank Fritz was placed under a conservatorship in August 2022, just weeks after he suffered a stroke. Frank's conservator is Midwestone Bank and is in charge of his finances. The bank agreed to invest Frank's money and collections to generate income. The guardian is his good friend Chris Davis. Chris is responsible for helping Frank manage his Crohn's disease treatment, go to physical therapy, grocery shop, cook, and more day-to-day tasks. The conservatorship also agreed to help replenish Frank's Iowa antique store, Frank Fritz Finds. A wheelchair ramp and more have been installed in his Iowa home under the conservatorship. Frank's final episode was in March 2020, when he exited the program to recover from his brutal back surgery that left him with 185 stitches and 2 rods in his spine. During his time off, Frank lost 65 pounds and was living a healthier lifestyle, including being sober from alcohol. He had been open about wanting to return to the series after his hiatus, but was officially let go in 2021, Mike confirmed. I will miss Frank, just like all of you, and I pray for the very best and all good things for him on the next part of his journey, Mike said at the time. In 2023, a friend of Frank spoke to the U.S. Sun about what had transpired behind the scenes. I wouldn't say he was fired. He came home after a stint and said, I think I'm going to be done for a while. I think he had burnout. His back surgery was major, the insider said. Frank's friend also said that even though Frank and Mike were on the outs after Frank's back surgery, it didn't have to do with his departure from the show. They had arguments over stuff, disagreements as anybody does in business. It's all business. Frank knows what business is like. Whatever decision came down, it came down. It wasn't that big of a deal, the insider said. Outside of business, their friendship is fine. They're fine. Their friendship is great today. They've known each other for 40 years. They're great friends. They're 2 professionals is what they are. Frank appeared on Americanpickers from 2010 to 2020. Frank lived in his native Davenport, Iowa in a farmhouse. He owns the store Frank Fritz Finds, which his guardian helped run during his medical issues. Topics. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Americanpickers 24, and stay with us.